A second prison employee will be arraigned this afternoon on charges that he helped two murderers escape. Prison guard Gene Palmer was arrested last night. He's accused of delivering tools inside frozen meat to inmates David Sweat and Richard Matt. Despite a massive manhunt, the two fugitives have been on the run for nearly 3 weeks since breaking out of the Clinton Correctional Facility in New York. Investigators believe the escapees may now have weapons they stole from a nearby hunting cabin where there is evidence they were hiding out. Whitney Houston's daughter is now resting in hospice care 5 months after being found unresponsive face down in a bathtub in her Atlanta home. Bobby Christina Brown's family confirms her condition continues to deteriorate. Meanwhile, a lawsuit filed this week accuses Brown's boyfriend, Nick Gordon, of being physically and emotionally abusive, misrepresenting the nature of their relationship, and taking money from her without her permission. 22-year-old Bobby Christina is the only child of the late Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Friends and family are thanking fans for their support and say she is now in God's hands. A bombshell decision from Capitol Hill this morning. The Supreme Court handed a major victory to President Obama and his signature legislative achievement on health care reform. Craig Boswell reports from the courthouse in D.C.
In a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court upheld a key element of President Obama's Affordable Care Act, the rule allowing subsidies to people who buy insurance on the federal marketplace. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion saying Congress passed the Affordable Care Act to improve health insurance markets, not to destroy them. Plaintiffs argued that in a strict interpretation of the law's language, only states that have set up their own exchanges are entitled to subsidies for lower-income people. Speaking before the ruling, President Obama predicted that without those subsidies, millions would have lost their insurance. The Chief Justice and Justice Anthony Kennedy voted with their liberal colleagues in support of the law, a decision that could have affected as many as 7 million Americans. The ruling provoked passionate reaction on both sides.
We are opposed to how the Supreme Court has ruled today. We feel that it is a tragic reversal of rule of law, that they have made a tragic strike against the rule of law.
This is the second time the court has kept the president's health care law alive. Using the acronym for the Supreme Court, Justice Antonin Scalia, in his dissent, said, quote, "We should start calling this law SCOTUS care." Craig Boswell, CBS News, the Supreme Court.